Alicia, for more on this, let's bring in former acting ICE Director Jonathan Fahey. Jonathan, welcome.
Thank you.
So Paul Perez, who leads the Border Patrol Council in the Rio Grande Valley, talked a little bit more about going after the cartels. Let's play him, and I'll get you to react to it.
If you can go after them, then that leaves a leadership void, but we'll target those guys as well. And when that leadership void comes in, it allows the other cartels to come in, and they kind of go after each other. And that weakens them because they're fighting each other, they're fighting the Mexican military, and they're not able to take on the United States as well. So it's a full frontal assault from the United States.
How critical is it to hit these cartels financially?
It's very critical, and I think what Paul Perez's point, which was very good, he described them as an industry, and this industry grew exponentially during the Biden administration. But one thing that's important about these sanctions, it's not just the individuals. They're basically going after the people that do business with the individuals, so nobody will want to go near them. So, again, people go into this industry like any industry to make money. So where you hit them where in the pocketbook, you're going to harm them. And the Trump administration has already done a lot by shutting down the border, cutting the revenue for human trafficking, and this is just another way to go after them, to weaken them. And when they're going after each other, again, that's probably, bad for people there, but it might be good for the U.S. citizens if they're not focusing on doing things to Americans or bringing in drugs to America.
CDN was one of 8 cartels labeled as a terrorist group. Are there additional actions that should be taken?
It seems like the main thing, I think that the financial is important, but I think you have to go after them aggressively in terms of prosecution and stopping people from coming across with drugs, and they need to do more on the border. I mean, they're doing a lot, but once they have, the border shut down, they can stop the drugs from coming through or make it a lot harder. So they're going to go after them hard, but it's going to be prosecution. There'll probably be a military aspect to it, and also these sanctions.
Obviously, the crackdown at the border has been overwhelmingly successful. The statistics show that. There are signs the administration is changing tactics a bit. From Fox News Digital, ICE begins new nationwide effort to arrest illegal aliens at immigration hearings. Quote, the DHS strategy is to drop their immigration case, arrest the migrant, then place them into expedited deportation proceedings. The initiative requires the DHS to drop the cases because migrants cannot be put forward for expedited removal if they have a pending case. ICE sources who spoke with Fox News Digital on condition of anonymity say Americans should expect to see a lot more of these kinds of arrests. What about that tactic?
This is one of the tools the administration has. Expedited removal applies to anyone that's come in here in the last 2 years. They do not need to go through an immigration court. It could just be simply an immigration official determining that they're here illegally and they're not claiming credible fear. So I think they're going to do this. And what's really important about this, we talk about the numbers at the border, but the reason the numbers at the border are so low because people know they don't get to stay if they get here illegally. Under the Biden-Mayorkas regime, it was a de facto amnesty. Once you set foot on American soil, they gave every benefit that American citizens got to illegal immigrants and did very little to deport anyone, even the most serious criminals.
CBS is reporting on another tactical change. Let me get you to react to it. Headline, Trump administration planning to send hundreds of border agents to support ICE arrests in U.S. interior. Quote, the effort is expected to involve around 500 personnel from U.S. Customs and Border Protection, including green uniformed Border Patrol agents in charge of interdicting the illicit entry of migrants and drugs. What about Border Patrol basically surveilling the interior?
I think that's great because ICE needs more manpower to get rid of the illegal aliens here, particularly the most dangerous criminals. So once we have less people coming across the border, again, this is increasing manpower. The other thing they're going to do, they're enlisting local officials, local law enforcement to work with ICE, who are also helping get people out. So this will get the most serious criminals out of the country. And again, back to my earlier point, the deterrent is so important. People have to know if they come here illegally, they're not going to stay and they're going to be removed.
Former acting ICE Director Jonathan Fahey, great to see you. Thanks for your analysis today.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.